Hello guys, it's Julia here and I'm back with another video, which in this video I have ordered the mystery laptop lot again. I'm sure you guys have noticed the box looks much bigger. That's because there is 10 laptops in here instead of 5. I wanted to do it again because I was curious to see what I'd get, and I've recently done a cleaning so I could fit more computers, and I do plan to get rid of a lot of my older computers that are, really old, especially if these are better. But I don't know what to expect from this laptop lot. We're gonna inspect each one, and then after inspecting each one, I'll go through each one and we'll power them on, see if they have issues and all that. So everything is gonna be in one video this time. I'm not gonna do looking forward videos anymore because those don't seem to do very well. So this video is just gonna have all the computers in it, which explains its length. So anyways, let's get on with it. So I'm gonna open the box. And I hope that there's not Chromebooks in here. I kind of expect there to be one Chromebook or something, but I just hope the whole box isn't filled with them, because last time I got this lot, I got 3 Chromebooks and 2 first-gen systems. I mean, those systems weren't horrible, but I'm hoping to get newer than first-gen, so maybe I just didn't do very good. Maybe it was just bad luck last time. Maybe I just got bad luck. So, let's see. Well, they did give me a paper, and it's just my order. So, geez, what is in this box? They really packaged it well, I will say that. So, let's see. They really packaged it well. I'm impressed. And I already feel a computer. I'm already gonna guess there's a Toshiba in here. What is this? Definitely. It's a Dell. It's a Latitude. Let's see, what kind of Dell is this? I gotta check the recording. This is a Latitude E6430. So, not bad. It's got an i7 sticker and a 7, and I believe this is 3rd gen hardware. So, already looking off to a good start. There's no battery, obviously, so there's probably no hard drive. Yeah, there's not. So, this is our first system. Honestly, not bad. I'd say this is actually much better already. No Chromebook yet. Alright. That was the first one. Now what's the second one? Oh yeah, I gotta mark down the computer, so give me one moment, guys. So I got computer number 1. This looks like another Latitude. It is. Oh god, this is older. What is this? Latitude D610. Ooh. Yeah, this is a really old one. This is definitely not anything too good. It's a Centrino processor with a Windows XP sticker. Show you guys. That's the computer right there. So we got an XP system. That's not the best so far, that one, but I mean, the first one was pretty decent, so. All right, guys, I am back. We are going to do the third system now. So hopefully it's not old like that. Let's pick up this one. What is this? Oh, this is newer. It has a Windows 8 sticker. It's a Dell, another Dell. Jeez. Dell Inspiron 15 3000 series. So this is this computer. And it honestly looks very modern. It even has a battery in it. And it actually looks like a pretty modern laptop. Let's see. I'm gonna open it. AMD A6. Not sure how good that is, but it seems kind of old. But hey, at least it's on an XP one. It's honestly not too bad. I've gotten all Dells so far. Anyway, let's go on with the fourth one. This one seems older. It's another Dell. Jeez. Dell Latitude E5430 with the Windows 7 sticker and a Core i5. So I will obviously show these in more detail when we look at each one individually. This one does have a battery in it. It looks like it was refurbished. It's kind of dirty, but we can clean it. So, not bad. So that's number 4. We've not gotten any Chromebooks yet, although I'm probably gonna jinx that. Watch this be another Dell. It's another Dell. Of course, another Dell. An older one, a D620 with an XP sticker and a Core 2 Duo. Yikes. So yeah, D620. Also has a battery and a refurbished sticker. So it's also a sticker down here. It probably was a school laptop or some kind. But that's the 5th computer, meaning we have gone over 5 of them. This one, let's look at this one, guys. This one's very light. I suspect this could be a Chromebook. Yep, it's a Chromebook. I knew it. It's a Dell Chromebook, though. And it has a touch screen. So, this is a newer Chromebook at least. It's a Chromebook 3100 2-in-1. So, at least it's one of the higher end Chromebooks. It belonged to a school. So, hopefully this isn't on an MDM or anything like that. But, that's not bad. Number 6, I mean, at least it's a newer Chromebook. I mean, I expected a Chromebook at least. So, alright, so number 7. Looks like it might be another Chromebook. Yep, it's the same kind of Chromebook. Yep, I expected this lot to be half Chromebooks. Same kind. Same exact model. I expected that, to be honest. So, another Chromebook. Lovely. Imagine the rest are just also Chromebooks in this lot. I think they are. I think the rest might be, except this one's definitely not a Chromebook. This one's big. I don't know what this laptop is, but this thing's chunky. It's a Dell. A big Dell. A very big Dell. It's, not, I gotta open it. It looks, yep, Dell Precision M6800 with an i7 with vPro. Wow, this is a good one. So, here's our other one. Honestly, I'm not gonna complain if the other 2 are Chromebooks at this point. So, that's computer number 8. I suspect the other 2 are Chromebooks because they were very small in size, just like the other ones. Hopefully it's not 2 other Chromebooks. Yep, I think. Of course. No, it's not. It's a Dell. It's missing the back, though, and a battery and a RAM. It's not a Chromebook. It's actually a Latitude E7250 with an i7 in it. So, you can see that the back is completely missing. I don't know how the camera's showing this because it's very difficult, but not a bad system. Hopefully it works. Number 9. Time to see what number 10 is. Another Dell Chromebook, of course, but it's a different one. This is a different kind of Chromebook, though. This one's in actually pretty good condition. It's not a touchscreen. It's also a Dell, however, I don't see a model on it. So, there's our other one. Don't know how well this is picking it up. But it seems we got like 3 Chromebooks out of the 10 systems, which is honestly not bad. Because I also got 3 last time as well, so that's not surprising. But at least we got newer Chromebooks that have potential to being supported. I see the back to one of the systems that fell. It might have been that laptop. So that was all of the computers in the box, and I'll be honest, I'm actually fairly impressed. A lot of the systems were newer than I expected, and I feel like they're really good. So anyways, I'm going to clean up this mess a bit, and I will record a video on each of the systems at this point. But as you can see, not bad. Okay guys, so I am back with the first laptop of this lot, and this is the Dell Latitude E6430. As you can see, it does have like some stickers that seem to have been torn off on it. So it is pretty dirty. We will have to end up, cleaning it, but I just want to test the systems, make sure they work. So I don't think this one had a battery. No, it does not have a battery. So I have a 90 watt Dell charger that I'm just going to use to power these computers. So, yep, there's lights. That's a good sign. And let's see what happens. So I turned it on. And it's blinking the last two lights, which I believe is a RAM issue. So I don't think this has RAM. So you guys can see it's blinking those last two, and that's probably a sign of there's no RAM installed. So I'm going to actually open this up and see if there's RAM, because I have a feeling that might be why. So let's open that up and find this out real quick. Alright, so as you guys can see, there is no RAM. The fan is pretty dirty, so this is going to need a cleaning. I do have a 2 gig stick of DDR3 that I'm going to throw into the system. So let me see how I get it in there. How does it go in? Like this? Yeah. So let's get the RAM in. Doesn't seem to want to go in. So I had to use a bit of force to get that in. I just ended up cutting that out, and I'm going to put this back on. I'm not going to bother screwing it in yet, because I might, honestly, I will worry about screwing it in when I'm done with the system. I just want to make sure the system functions, and that's pretty much all I'm doing right now. It's probably, I don't know if I'll keep 2 gigs or not, but I'm at least having 2 gigs in it for now for testing purposes. So we are going to plug it back in. So we're going to plug the system back in again into our 90 watt adapter. And this is round 2. Huh? It's not wanting to turn on, what? Huh? What's it doing? There's no battery. Right, guys, I'm trying it with another charger. It just turns off the second I turn it on. I turn it on. I'm going to try reseating the RAM. Okay, so we are going to test the system again. I had to step away for a little while, so we will see if it gives up or if it works. Yep, same thing. The second I try and turn it on, it just turns itself off. I think it was that RAM. Let's try it again. Nope, it does the same thing with different RAM. It just won't power on. We'll have to come back to the system at a later point. Let's just move on. Alright guys, so we got the Dell Latitude D610. This is the Windows XP Centrino era system. I actually pushed the battery button on the back and it did show it had a full charge. So this should actually have charged. So let's see if it turns on. This one turns on. I doubt it has a hard drive. But let's see. What does it do? So you guys can see that the system is working. It sounds like it's trying to read something. There might be a DVD in it. An XP CD. Okay, there's an XP CD in it. It is complaining about something. I'm gonna have to guess like CMOS or something. Okay, what is it complaining about? Internal HDD hard error. Is the hard drive dead? Oh, okay, it probably does not have a hard drive in it. So, there's the system, Latitude D630. It's on a BIOS from 2005. Pentium M. Giga RAM. DDR2. No hard drive, does have a CD drive that came with a copy of XP. Battery is working from the looks of it. Don't know how well, but it does have a working battery. Yep, it says it's performing normally. It actually has the right time. Boot order, that's normal. Just going through the settings. Let's actually make this brighter. Wait, how do I do that? How do I make it brighter? There we go. Okay. That's better. Does it have a primary video dock video card? Interesting. Well, let's see if this has a BIOS password. Not set, not set. Permitted. TPM off. TPM. Copy trace is deactivated. It just seems like a really old system, but it does work. So, these are just all the settings. But this system works. It said it had a Giga RAM, I believe. So I guess that'll do it for now. And I'll move on to the next system. So this just needs a hard drive. So I guess cool. At least I got a working system. It's older, but I'm surprised the battery still works. It's from like 2005. Surprises me. Right, guys, so we got the Dell Inspiron 15 3000. And I'm just going to see if it straight up powers up. Wow, these have power. Oh god. It's beeping really loud. 2 beeps. It's going like beep, beep. Alright, guys. That probably means no RAM. So let's open this one up now. Alright, so I took the battery out and you guys can see that there is no RAM indeed. It says only DDR3L. So I'm going to put the stick in, which is DDR3L. So let me put that in there. And let me put the screw back in. And now let's see if it powers on. Don't beep, please. Yay, no beeping. it has no hard drive. That's obvious. So. Here is the information. Battery's performing normally. What's in miscellaneous? Nothing too special. No password, no CompuTrace. The boot all looks good. This system looks good. It just needs an SSD. So, alright guys, so we have the Dell Latitude E5430, and we're gonna test out this one. It does have a battery, so we might not need to plug it in. It might actually have a charge. So let's find out if said computer power is on. Alright, this needs to be plugged in. That's to be expected. Please don't blink the lights because that means no RAM. It's blinking the lights. Of course. I will be right back to put RAM in this one. Alright guys. We're gonna try a DDR3 stick. I'm not going to screw that back in yet until I verify that it works. Alert, no memory was detected on previous boot. We know that. Alert, now system memory has changed. We are going to go to F2. And we're going to look at the BIOS. i5 3340M CPU. We have the 2 gigs of RAM we put in it. Battery's just very dead. This has the right time. Keep that there, no passwords. That's good. CompuTrace is deactivated, which is good. This is all looking good so far. If you guys want to read any of this, you can just pause it. I'll probably go into these deeper later. I'm just doing a quick skim, checking a couple things. That's it, I think. Oh, that's a lot of logs. This has logs back to 2018. Jeez, okay. They must have not used the right power supply. So the last event was actually in 2022 of August, it looks like. So this system works, just also needs a hard drive. So, and obviously more RAM, but I will do that later on. Interesting. So they did actually try and power it on in early December. Interesting. Alright, well that's that. Alright guys, so I have the next system, which this is the Dell Latitude D630. I actually had one of these back then, so I'm kind of glad that I got one like this again, because I believe I had this exact one back then. Let's see if it has charge. Nope, it does not. So let me plug it in. Alright, take 2. Oh, it's blinking. That's not good. That probably means it has no RAM. Again, time to take it apart. Okay, the thing just beeped at me and powered on, guys. So, what does that say? Invalid configuration information, time of date not. Let me see if I can make this brighter real quick. Core 2 Duo, 2 gigs of RAM. Yeah, Intel graphics doesn't surprise me. Battery's 2% charged. The batteries apparently needs to be replaced according to Dell. BIOS is set to 2008. I'm just checking all the settings. Weird how it's not getting brighter. No BIOS passwords. No CompuTrace, I don't think. Yeah, no CompuTrace, okay. I doubt this has a hard drive. I should probably check that, but I kind of doubt it. It does have wireless. Alright, let's see if it has a hard drive. Alright, let's just find out if it boots, guys. How do I get out of this? Escape to exit setup, but escape is not working. So, let's just do this. I bet I'll say no bootable devices. How much you want to bet it's gonna say no bootable devices? I'm calling it. Because I doubt, does this have a DVD as well? No, it does not. It's just taking incredibly long to post. Definitely no hard drive at this point. Oh god. Yeah, no bootable devices. I'm gonna see, I think there's a caddy. Yep, there's no drive. Alright, good to know. So it works, just needs a drive. Guys, we are moving on to the Chromebooks. This is the Dell 3100s. We have two of them, and this is the first one. It's not in as great condition. It's not in as great condition, but I'm gonna plug it into one of the USB-C ports. There is a light, meaning that it must be charging. Will it just turn on? Let's find out. I press the power button. Oh, nope, it's turning on. Oh god, it's still on a school account. I'm gonna have to blank a lot of this out for the video. Oh dear lord. We need to reset this. So let's do that. Control, Alt, Shift, R. Oh, it did work. Power wash to reset the Chromebook. All user accounts and local data will be removed. Do it. Alright, I power washed the Chromebook. Hopefully it's not on an MDM. What? Let's see if the touchscreen works. I'm gonna connect this to my guest. I connected it to my guest network just to prevent anything. And because it's quicker. It's saying who's using the Chromebook? You. I think it is removed. Yep, it's letting me sign into a Google account. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut this one down and we're gonna check out the other one. Alright, here's the other 3100. We're gonna plug this one in. Alright. This one's already reset. Alright. Cool, guys. I'm going to go through this and see if this has any MDM. Please don't. I mean, it was already reset. Network not available. I probably typed the password wrong or something. Oh, nope. There it goes. Nope, it worked. Who's using this Chromebook? You. So this Chromebook is good, guys. Now moving on to the next system. All right, guys. So we have a Dell Precision now. This is a Precision M6800. I'm very excited about this one. So let's just try and power it on and see what it does. It does have power. And it's blinking the lights, meaning this does not have RAM. So I am going to put some test RAM in this. So guys, I opened it up. I put 2 gigs of DDR3, well, 2 gig sticks. So there's 4 gigs. It's just for testing purposes. I'll probably end up upgrading it later on. But I'm going to put the case back on. You can see the fan is pretty dirty. So this will need a clean for sure. So I'm going to put this back. All right, guys, let's power it on. It turns on. It has a drive. 256 gig HDD. Battery's good. $2016. Let's exit and see what this boots. It has an OS. This is the first computer that's had Windows on it. There's a password and I don't know it. Alright, well, we will do that tomorrow, guys. That booted up very quickly as well, so let's move on. Okay, guys, I got the second to last system, Dell Latitude E7250. I put 4 gigs of RAM in it as I took 2 gig sticks, just like the other system, as you can see. So this has no battery, so obviously I'm gonna need to plug it in. I'm gonna use this charger because this one's newer. Hopefully it will fit with this connector. Yes, it will. It is blinking something. It is blinking the battery light. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's not. There we go. I forgot to push the power button. Oh, it turned off. Alright guys, take 2. I put 1 stick of DDR3 of a different one, just in case those sticks were faulty or one of those sticks was faulty. And the light went on and off. Let's push it. I have a feeling that it just didn't like that RAM. This says I'm lighting up those lights now. Now it turned off again. Maybe that slot is bad. Oh, nope, nope, nope. There it goes. Time of date not set. I want to go to F2 to go to the BIOS. i7 5600U. events in 2017 and 2022. Memory SPD access. I wonder what event that is. 2008. Okay, that's weird. I wonder if that was anything I did. Let's see. This has a touchscreen, so let's see if it. I'll see if it boots. No, it does not have a hard drive. Yeah, no boot device found. I saw that coming. Alright. Well, guys, one more. So, guys, this is the other Dell Chromebook. It's in really good condition. However, this one is no longer supported. But we're gonna plug it in and see what it does. Yep, it turns on. Does it reset? That is the question. It is. So, I will go through the setup. I will connect it to my guest network just to make sure there's no MDM. Google Terms of Service. I accept. I don't think it'll have an MDM, to be honest. None of them have. Network not available. What? Yeah, it says connected. It's just stuck on that screen. Connected. Who's using it? Me, yep. It looks like it's not on an MDM. I don't think so. Yep, no MDM. So guys, those were all the laptops. Obviously, I might voice over on some or add clips to some of these because, you know, I'll give a summary. But I'd say these laptops, honestly, was it worth the $100 I paid? I'd say absolutely. So, anyways, yeah, I'll probably do a conclusion video. Alright, so now we reached the end of the video. However, I'm not done, as I want to talk about the laptops a little bit, such as the current state of them, if I found any issues with them, and if I did find issues, will I fix them, as well as future plans with the computer, as I am not going to make looking forward videos on these, as I said in the very beginning, because those videos didn't do very well and I'd rather just have it all be in one video. I wish I did that with the last laptop lot video, but maybe I'll show those computers in some other videos that aren't a looking forward because I sort of canceled that now. But anyways, let's get on with it. So the first computer was that Dell Latitude E6430, which I could not get to power on at all. And it would just keep turning off every single time I tried powering it on. I've tried different power adapters, I've tried different RAM as well, and nothing would get it to work. And the weird thing is when I took the RAM out, it would still like detect there's no RAM and stay on. So I'm not really sure what the issue is. It could be a motherboard issue, it could be a CPU issue. Some people think that it's the CPU, and honestly it might be. I know for a fact it's not the CMOS because I have another friend that has this laptop and they took the CMOS battery out and it still booted and stuff. It just didn't, you know, have any of the BIOS settings or any of that. But it's a shame because this laptop had an i7-3540M, which is not bad. I mean, it's better than some of my other laptops, but then again, I have better laptops than that anyway. And the fact that this had a fingerprint reader, you know, it would have been nice to be able to use it. You know, I don't have many laptops that have a fingerprint reader. But, hey, what will I do with this laptop? I'm just going to hold on to it for now. I might get it fixed later on, or I might try and fix it later on. Maybe I can get a CPU or get a motherboard. You guys can leave your comments below what you think the problem with it is, and I may try and repair it for the future, but I'll just hold on to it. I'm not too worried about it right now, as I don't really need this computer, and I got a lot of computers, and honestly, this was the only computer that didn't work, so I'd say, you know, pretty cool. They probably didn't realize it because they probably didn't fully test it or something, I don't know. And the fact that with no RAM, it still powered on but blinked the lights, maybe they overlooked that and didn't realize. But it's honestly fine. But anyways, the next computer was that Dell Latitude D610, which had a Pentium M, a gig of RAM, and an XP sticker. What amazed me about that computer is the fact that the battery still worked, even though that computer is like from the earlier 2000s, and that impressed me.
I believe that was also the computer that had a Windows XP CD in it. So, you know, maybe I'll put another drive in it and try installing XP for a video. I think that'd make a pretty good video, honestly. I'd like to do that. So, I just have to put a hard drive in it. It's the only issue with it. I might also upgrade the RAM. I feel like a gig of RAM is just not a lot, honestly. I mean, I think it did come with that RAM, which is surprising, because most of these computers did not come with RAM at all. So, I'll probably just make a video of, like, installing XP or Windows 2000, maybe. I don't know. I might install something on it for a video, though. So, computer number 3 was that Dell Inspiron 3541, which had the Windows 8 sticker and the AMD A6. All it had was no RAM. I did put 8 gigs of RAM in it for the time being, but that's because I'm currently making a video about it, where I try and use an older computer to see what it's like. And you guys will see that eventually later on. I just wanted to get this video out first before that one. In fact, I'm still recording clips for that one, however. I'll say this, there are a few issues with that laptop I noticed software-wise, such as the AMD driver, or at least the AMD graphics driver, is bugged, and the mouse will, like, keep freezing when you move the mouse, and, like, every few seconds or so, and it makes it really unusable. It even does it if you plug a mouse in. It also does it with the trackpad. However, the fix was to use a 2017 driver, 2017 version of that driver, and it doesn't have the issue anymore. So unfortunately, I can't run newer AMD graphics drivers on it. Otherwise, that issue occurs, which is kind of annoying. And the other issue I found is when I tried to download the Dell Update program on there to update the drivers, it actually locks up the machine in some weird way where the mouse moves, but I can't click anything, and then eventually it blue screens with some weird error that is, like, really strange. And I just find that strange how I can't run Dell Update. I don't know why that is. It's such a weird issue. If you guys have any idea, feel free to leave a comment. It's not the biggest deal, though. However, it does have a drive in it right now temporarily, obviously, for the video. I don't know if I'll leave it in there or if I'll get another drive, but I'm just going to leave it there for now, especially since I'm working on that video. So you guys will see that later on. So the fourth one was the Dell Latitude E5430, and that one did work. It has, you know, an i5 3340M, and it does have a Windows 7 Pro sticker, which is cool, and I did put 6 gigs of RAM in it. Maybe I'll upgrade it, though, but I plan to make that my Windows 7 machine. It does make a better computer than my Lenovo ThinkPad X220 I got from a previous lot, because this one has, you know, 3rd gen instead of 2nd gen, and it is, I think, a bit bigger as well, but it's honestly not a bad little system. I got an SSD for it as well, so I'm going to put that SSD in there. I think it's just a 128 gig. I need to find it, but I'm going to put that in there and use that as a Windows 7 system. So that's my plans for that computer. I might make a video on that as well, since I haven't had a Windows 7 video in a while. I think I'm due for one, but anyway. Then I have the Dell Latitude D620, which has not changed. It still has the Core 2 Duo and the 2 gigs of RAM. I don't know if I'll put more RAM in it or not. However, I will say that it does need a drive. I think that's the only thing it really needs, and the fact that it did complain about the battery, but I'm not too worried about the battery because it is a Core 2 Duo, and it's not like a system I'm going to use often anyway. It's not the greatest system in the world. I don't even know how long I'll hold on to it for because, you know, Core 2 Duo is kind of old. But I feel like maybe it would make a good XP machine or 2000 machine or something like that. You know, having an older operating system on it is probably what I'd use it for. And just have it laying around, I guess. So number 6 is that Dell Chromebook, that 3100 2-in-1, which I'm just going to use as a Chromebook. I did get a new battery for it and a battery cable since the battery I bought didn't come with cables. You're probably wondering, why did you buy a battery for it? Well, I didn't discover in the video that it actually had no battery in it, and I didn't realize that till later when I noticed there was no battery icon, and then when I opened it up, I realized, yeah, there's no battery in here. So I did have to buy a battery for it, and it does work. It's like at 84% health, I think, even. Maybe 86, I think. I don't remember the exact percentage, but it was around there, so it's not bad. And I will say that Chromebooks have good, long-lasting battery lives, and I do like the fact that this one is still supported till like 2029, and the fact that I can install Android apps on it. I will say it is a bit slow, a little sluggish, but it does still work, you know. I believe it is a Celeron anyway, so it's, you know, it's to be expected, but I'd say it's probably the best Chromebook I have currently, because I don't know if you guys remember those other Lenovo Chromebooks I got from the laptop lot like a year ago. Those are not even supported, so I'll have to say that this is definitely probably one of the best Chromebooks I've got, and the fact it's touchscreen. The only issues with it is that it has some cosmetic damage, but other than that, it does work and function, which is really all that matters to me, which is the functionality of the device, not necessarily how it looks, but the functionality. So number 7 is also the same Chromebook, so I'm just going to leave up the same picture because I don't have a picture of the other one, and honestly they look the same pretty much anyway. And I sold that one off to a friend that wanted a Chromebook because I did not need 2 of those, and they wanted a Chromebook as well that was still supported, and I was like, why not, you know, make some of my money back, you know, get like $50 for it, which is about half the lot, so at least I got $50 for it, and I only paid $100 for the lot, so I'd say I actually made half the money back just on that one Chromebook alone. I did, though, buy a battery for that one at the same time. I bought a battery for mine because I got like a lot of batteries, I think, or I just bought 2 from the same seller. I don't remember. It was a little bit ago that I did that, but anyways, I don't have that one anymore. It also had cosmetic damage, just like mine, and pretty much the same thing. So now number 8, the Precision. I could not take a picture of this one because it's actually off for repairs right now, because I have someone that's fixing it up for me, because it turns out that the USB ports are actually broken on it. If you try to plug a USB in, Windows will keep complaining about a power surge. In fact, it even comes up when there's no USB plugged in and you just boot the machine, it'll just start complaining about a power surge just constantly, and it will just, you know, not work. And I noticed it was the USB ports on the motherboard, so unfortunately it needs a motherboard replacement, which is in the works right now. And once I get the motherboard replaced, it'll make a nice system. I did buy 16 gigs of RAM for it, plus I'll throw the 4 gigs in it that I already had because I found out it has 4 RAM slots, so it'll have 20 gigs of RAM when I get it back. And I'm just going to keep the same SSD in it for now, which is that 256 gig SSD. I might throw in more storage later on, but I really like this laptop because, you know, it's a mobile workstation, and the fact that it also has dedicated graphics, I find that really cool, and it's just a laptop that I definitely, you know, want to keep around for sure. Because I still think it was the best laptop I got in that lot. In fact, that laptop probably would have, you know, been worth more than the lot, so I'd say it was worth it. However, I do have to buy a 240 watt charger for it because Dell does not like lower powered chargers for that system because it's, you know, really powerful. Oh, it takes a lot of power, so I can't wait to get that system back at some point. I definitely miss it, although I haven't really got to use it because it was, you know, kind of already broken. That's probably why they put it in this lot, because it had issues. Because it was such a good system, you know, an i7-4910NQ. I'd say that's a really good CPU, even though it is 4th gen. That's actually better than my Envy's CPU. Which, by the way, I'll have a video on my Envy soon at some point as well. I actually have a really exciting video coming up for that, so stay tuned for that one. Alright, another thing I wanted to add in actually about the Precision is I plan to keep it on my other desk and just leave it there as like a secondary machine if I need it, because I'd say the hardware is still pretty powerful, and I think it would make a good, you know, secondary side machine. So that's pretty much what I'll do with it after I fix it. I may even try some games on it just to see how well they perform on that GPU. I am aware that the GPU is older, however, I think games will honestly perform fine on it. Like basic games, I think will have no issues probably. Maybe older games would work better on it though. But anyways, we're about getting close to the end. We have 2 more computers left. So number 9 was the Dell Latitude E7250, and I did change it to 4 gigs of RAM because I think in the video I used 2 gigs to test it and it didn't want to accept the other stick. Turns out, no, the slot's not bad, it's just the RAM stick I happened to put in was bad. I put in another 2 gig stick and it's now working. It has 4 gigs of DDR3, and I did buy an mSATA SSD that I threw in there as well because it was only like $10 for, I believe it was a 128, and that's, you know, not a bad price, and the health was, I think, 93%, so I'd say it's pretty good. But I will say something about this computer, which is the fact that there is a little bit of liquid damage in the top right corner. However, it's not that noticeable, so I'm not gonna bother, you know, fixing it or any of that, because honestly, it's fine the way it is, and I don't really care to fix it as long as it works. And lastly, the Dell Chromebook, which it was the 3120, which is not supported anymore. I haven't really done anything with it. I'm probably just going to figure out a way to mod it since it's unsupported, and I'll maybe make a video on that as well. So I'll say that. Anyways, guys, those are all the computers. I know I might not have mentioned all the plans with them, but really I might just make videos on them, or just, you know, have them in my collection. And I'm not entirely sure on, you know, every single computer necessarily, especially the Windows XP, really old, you know, XP era machines. I wasn't really sure what I want to do with them, if I want to put XP on them or 2000 on them. I might come up with, you know, a role. Maybe I'll try Linux or something. I don't know. Those I'm a little unsure about, but at least I got another new Windows 7 machine that's gonna happen, and I'm making a video about the A6, and I also, you know, I'm using the Chromebook as just, you know, a Chromebook device because, you know, I have one that's finally supported, and I can just, you know, try out a Chromebook, and I've always wanted one for a while, and finally I have a Chromebook that's actually supported, so I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. Anywho, if there's anything you guys want to see with these computers, feel free, you know, leave your comments below. You know, I know I haven't really been good about responding to comments lately. I've been really busy for a while, and I know it's been a while since I've had a lot of videos, you know, bear with me. I just had a lot going on, but hopefully soon, you know, I'll be able to make more videos again at some point for sure. It's just, things have been chaotic for me, and I'm sorry if I sound sick. I am sick right now while I'm recording this clip, but I want to get this video up because, you know, I want people to see it. And I'll say this, I'd say this laptop lot was definitely worth it. The fact that basically each laptop was like $10 essentially, and, you know, I sold one of them for $50, and I'm even, you know, fixing one up, which the motherboard for that Precision to replace is only like $35 for a new motherboard for it. I'd say that's a pretty good deal, honestly, for a motherboard. But a lot of it has to come down to the fact that the CPU and GPU are socketed, so the board doesn't come with those, but I already have, you know, the CPU and GPU, so that's probably why the board is so cheap. And the RAM ended up being like $25, so the board costed like $10 more than the RAM upgrade, so I guess, you know, that's saying something. But anywho, I think that's really it. Hopefully I didn't forget anything, but like I said, I'm really excited to, you know, put use into these machines and make videos on them and do all that stuff. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your comments. What laptop did you enjoy the most? What laptop did you find the most interesting? Or just anything you have to say about, you know, what I'm going to do with them or what you would do with them. You know, giving some ideas and stuff like that would be very much appreciated and awesome. So even if I don't respond, I do read all of your guys' comments. So anyways, thanks for watching this very long video. I know I talked a lot, but I wanted to, you know, add this clip at the end to let you guys know more information because, you know, I found issues with some of the laptops later on that I didn't realize. For all I know, there could be even more issues. I don't know still because some of them have not been fully tested. So I have to actually, you know, test the laptops out and make sure they fully work. And that's when I discovered the issues with the Precision, when I noticed that it was, you know, the USBs were being finicky, and then Windows started complaining. So I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. So, yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this pretty long and interesting video, and bye-bye for now.